Hello. Welcome to Emerald Lake. It's me, Raven. Hi. Alright. Let's just get the Spoopy warning up. I forgot it last time. That's a problem. But, hello. Okay. I'm glad people are settling in. I'm glad Slow Yawn is now friend with Turtle Boy. You cuties. I'll be your friend. She's so cute. Okay. I'm glad everybody is getting comfy. See. Okay. Let's see if you do. Let's see. um, but we are indeed doing SCPs tonight. So, it looks like the bot's not responding to you, Scooby Bobby. I'm sorry. Sometimes it seems to have selective or is hard of hearing. But alright. I have recommended stories. Last time, yesterday we read one of the SCP-001 options. And I guess today we are going to read the other one that someone had suggested. They had to help me find which version of this that someone was meaning when they suggested it. Ooh, hi Annie Bell, hello. They hate me, I know, I have 0 riz and love, I get it. It'll give you, you just have to try again another time. Yes, fellow frog friends, yay. Speaking of, our buddies that we named earlier today, they are not joining because they are never here for the spooky stuff. They have to go, they leave for the spooky things. They're not here for that. That's not for them. They are too pure. But okay. Yes, hi Eddie Bell. Hi. Ooh, 66 Riz. That's a number. They go to war? The frogs? No. No, they don't go to war. The frogs too innocent. Yes. Okay. But alright. We settle in. We settle in for reading today. Oof. What was that? Okay. The first SCP, like I said, the one that I had to get a new link for, is a recommendation from Chris, who has not been joining us for a little bit, but hopefully you see this in the VODs. Chris 0091 J-Man. Thank you. This is yours. If it's not the one that you were referring to, oops. But someone else had to help me find it. Ah! Hi, Yar. That's so cute. And I like that is my name. Ravena? Is that how we might say it? Instead of Raven, Ravena? I like. Okay. And then we've got a couple more recommendations that we will probably, get to, from nuriakea. And it will be Rowena. Oh, because pronunciation be different over there. Sound good. Trying to make your name Latin. Aha, Rowena. Sorry. Just sudden realizations. Never mind. But I'm seeing Rowena instead. Okay. But anyway, that's the plans. I've just got a few because I think the one looked long, so I think we're gonna be difficult. But hello, and I don't know how to pronounce. Is that you just say salve or savla? What? How do you salve? Salve? Tell me how. Ooh, an 11. That's pretty good. Is this the fire one? Yes, it will be the fire one. The flaming sword. Salve. Right, I should have known because salve. There you go. Cool. Okay. Now I know what to say next time, but I'll probably forget. And yes, Scooby Bobby, better than 4%. A 23. That is a number that pops up. Ooh, ooh. But fun. Okay. Where is? Oh, there. I was like, where does pencil go? We will begin with. Oh, oh, I've never seen it at 1%. I've never seen it. I don't think I have anyway. My memory's not always great. But whoa! My goodness. Big concern. That bot lies, I promise, Slowy on. I promise. It teases you, that's all. It's not real. Okay. I promise. It's not what I think, it's what the bot said. But okay. We'll go to our first read. It is... No. Begin the yawn count. First read, it is the... Oh, goodness, thing? No. There we go. It is the Flaming Sword one from Recommendations. I'll say it like that. It is Flame. She hates you and me. No, I don't. I don't hate you. It is a liar. The bot is a liar sometimes. It is just bad. It is just bad. But okay. Yes. Oh, it's also called Dr. Clef's Proposal. I guess I could call it that. That's what I'll change the name. Ugh. Doctor. But I thought that Dr. Clef's... What is it called? The one where he just has that big speech? Dr. Clef has his own thing. For this one, fire one, I think of two, because there is the sword and Dr. Clef's proposal. It says it's Dr. Clef's proposal, and then there's this flame. I don't know for sure if... I don't know which one Chris was meaning. He just said flame when he gave recommendation. Dr. Clef's proposal. I thought this was right because it has a flaming image, but I don't know. Okay. I will begin the read. That is the point of this. We get going. Yes? I think yes. Alright. Sword might be linked to proposal. Not sure. Been a while since I read it. Okay. Well then, we'll hopefully find out. There looks to be two different SCP reference links. You know, like you click it. Oh no. Oh, there's a bunch of reference links at the bottom. A bunch of them where like you click it and you go to a new SCP like article or whatever. But direct connect to this, I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Item number SCP-001. Object class Euclid/Keter. It's somewhere between. It's a bit of both. I don't know. There's a photo here, but it's not just a photo. It is a GIF. It looks like a person with like either 4 bursts or like 2, like butterfly wings where it's got the 2 to it instead of just 1 on each side. Either way, but they're all made of flame. The person and the wing things or bursts, it's all fire. And if this is a person, they're up above. And then under that photo, it has the little description, SCP-001 photographed from the vantage point at Site 0. Note the 4 flaming, quote-unquote, wing appendages located above and to either side of the figure. So there you go. Hi, Cage. Yes, you have arrived exactly as you intended to. Perfect. and Yar is saying hellos in Latin and transcribing names. So enjoy. Okay. Here we go. Hello, Mad Max. Hello. All right. Special containment procedures. Because of the nature of SCP-001, no containment procedures are necessary. The heck? This person that's on fire, you don't want to keep them in a specific place? What? Okay. 24/7 monitoring of SCP-001 is to take place from a safe 10-kilometer plus distance from a predetermined location, Site 0. Okay, so that's why. It's because it's specific to a location that you have to be at, I guess. You can't maybe take SCP-001 anywhere else. We can't take you anywhere, 001. Okay. The location of Site 0 is known only to the current SCP administrator and the single overseer level agent of Abrahamic faith, 0514. Oh, there's a 14? Okay. Assigned to monitor SCP-001 from Site 0. That it's Abrahamic faith connected sounds like we're about to go into a bunch of stuff. So brace yourselves for that religious talk. Said agent is authorized to take any action necessary should SCP-001 become active and is required to immediately alert the administrator and all other overseer-level agents. Sorry. All other overseer-level agents should SCP-001 show any change in behavior, as this may constitute the beginning of a Patmos XK class end-of-the-world scenario. Yay! End-of-the-world scenarios! The high stakes, we're ready for it, okay. Should SCP-001 become active in any way, personnel are required to immediately consult the Patmos series of emergency orders. Decoding algorithms for emergency order Patmos are to be maintained on site at Site 0 in the possession of the designated observer and are to be transmitted to SCP Foundation offices only in the event of SCP-001 becoming active. Is this when day breaks? I have no idea. Someone else answered Yar. If you know. Okay. Foundation personnel with vital roles in one or more variants of emergency procedure Patmos are to be advised to take the following precautions. To maintain with good relations with one or more organized Abrahamic faiths. So, if you're high level, you have to be somewhere in one of the Abrahamic faiths. Interesting. I don't like too much, but okay. To maintain on hand a supply of the following: holy water, a rosary, crucifix, cross, prayer rug, or other symbol blessed by an Abrahamic cleric of bishop or equivalent higher rank, a copy of Abrahamic scriptures, Torah, Bible, Quran, and standard emergency supplies in mobile form, a bug-out bag. Then, in case of a pre-millennial rapture scenario, all vital personnel are to designate a secondary operative of non-Abrahamic faith. Said secondary operative is to be informed of the location of the primary designate's copy of emergency procedure Patmos and mimetic kill agent inoculant, and is to be kept on ready status to take over the primary's duties as necessary. So just in case you get raptured, have one of us that won't get pulled up. What is the word for those? The people that belong in hell or something? One of us heathens. That's it. One of us heathens. Give one of us your info. Okay. And then finally, to maintain familiarity with all other SCPs involved in possible Patmos XK class end of the world scenarios. So be aware of anybody else that could end the world. I feel like if you're up there, if you're somewhere involved in the Patmos, you're involved in when the world ends, you would probably know of anybody that could cause you to be necessary. If not, you're doing your job wrong, probably. Okay. But alright. Should be interesting. Description. SCP-001. Oh no. Sorry. SCP-001 is a humanoid entity approximately 700 cubits in height. I'm going to keep doing that for forever. The fact that they put it twice, in word and then in letters. I like when they do that. I like the consistency of when they do that. The people that get the bit. But also, it's so annoying. It's great. Okay. Anyway, the 700 cubits in height, located in an undisclosed location near the intersection of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The following features are known about the entity. A number of luminous wing-like appendages. 4. That's the number. Oh. It says it below. Never mind. Number of luminous wing-like appendages emerging from the shoulders, back, temples, ankles, and wrists of the entity. Although an accurate count has never been established, most observers place the number of wings at anywhere from 2 through 108, with the mean number being 4. Why did they write 108 this time? Like, they wrote out 8. That's not how you say that. Anyway, okay. With a mean number being 4. Most times people have 4. The next feature, a weapon, possibly a sword or knife, SCP-0012. The weapon appears to emit flames at a temperature rivaling that of the sun. So is SCP-0012 a separate article about the flaming sword, or is it a different flaming sword? Anyway, the weapon appears to emit flames at a temperature rivaling that of the sun based on spectrographic analysis, although there appear to be no destructive effects from the intense heat on the surrounding area. Any entity that approaches within 1 kilometer of SCP-001 is immediately struck by the weapon and obliterated from existence. Ooh. Any and all hostile actions taken towards SCP-001 have resulted in the annihilation of the attacker, regardless of range. See Incident Report re Indian Ocean Submarine Missile Experiment, December 26, 2004. Ooh. We got a specific date. They don't usually give that. Wow. Next bullet to the thing. Next feature. SCP-001 appears to be standing with its head bowed in a gesture of supplication, with SCP-001-2 held in both hands, point down in front of it. Since originally recorded by the founder over data redacted in brackets years ago, SCP-001 has not deviated from this stance. Next bullet. Human beings exposed to SCP-001 report hearing a voice in their heads. Gate Guardian? I mean, kind of sounds like something like that. Okay. Where was? They report hearing a voice in their heads, giving them a directive which the subject reports cannot be disobeyed. The most common directive is, quote-unquote, and in all caps, forget, which results in the subject walking away from SCP-001 with no memory of having encountered it. On rare occasions, however, other directives have been given. The most famous of these is the one given to the founder, in brackets here, and quote unquote, and in all caps, prepare, which he has claimed formed the impetus. Oh my gosh, I don't actually see this word written very often, so I think it's impetus. I don't know. For founding, data redacted, here in brackets, to catalog and maintain any and all supernatural and or paranormal artifacts that represent a serious threat to the current existence of humanity. Oh, so this is suggesting that this is how everything started. The founder found this thing, was told to prepare, and so founder started looking up everything. It's a cool idea. This is the organization now known as the SCP Foundation. Next bullet. Observers have reported that SCP-001 appears to be standing in front of a gate of immense proportions. Well, there you go. Yes, a gate. Long-range photographs have occasionally detected what appears to be a pastoral grove within, containing numerous other entities of the same composition as SCP-001. The yawns. I feel like you guys talking about keeping track of them made me, like, less immune to that. Like, I'm weaker against them. I can't fight it back. Lots of other SCP-001, as well as several fruit trees of unknown competition. What competition? Unknown composition. There you go. Ooh, thank you for the follow, Aiden0907. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Lowered your yawn defenses. Exactly. You ruined it. Okay. Of particular note are two fruit trees of immense proportion near what appears to be the center of the grove. One, it is noted, appears to be an ordinary apple tree, although the other bears a fruit of unknown on Earth described as redacted. Oh, I'll just say Aiden. Don't worry. It's whenever I read the first name, I usually say their name. Sometimes I say the numbers and stuff. Sometimes I don't. But I've made it a rule that I'll say the full name as opposed to, some people say, oh, just call me, like, Turt. We might call the Turtle Boy 66 Turt or Turtle. But when Turt first joined, I read the whole thing, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Okay. So there's also the two fruit trees. One is apple and one is redacted. Okay. It is the avowed belief of the founder that the gate which SCP-001 guards may be the gate to expunged. Redacted. Based on correlations with ancient Babylonian texts and the Dead Sea Scrolls. In which case, one can deduce that the entity known as SCP-001 may be redacted. Woohoo! Little turtles, because you got called out. Your yawn doesn't work on me. Sorry, but now I'm gonna end up yawning. It's evil. It's evil that this has happened. But okay. There's a break and Addendum 001A. Experimentation re SCP-001-2's effective kill range. Dun dun dun. 1. Experiment A. 1 Class D personnel instructed to approach SCP-001 as closely as possible on foot. You're so sleepy it does not work. Oh, well then settle in. I'm sure you'll figure out how to fall asleep soon. Oh no! Ah! It's awful. There's something about it. I run out of oxygen here. Ugh. Okay. Oh, focus, Raven. Okay. All right, so they sent a Class D personnel. Hey, go do that. Marvelous. Result. Upon making visual contact with SCP-001, subject is ordered to, in brackets, all caps, leave. Subject immediately turns away from the entity and walks away. Despite repeated orders to continue the experiment, Class D personnel refuses to obey and is terminated. I was about to say that, like, hey, this is the one time when I think, like, a Class D, like, actually, they did what they were supposed to. They walked out. Do I get my free ticket? Do I get out of jail free card? Am I free? Did I do it? Did I win the prize? No. Because then they got mad that you didn't follow instructions, but the thing is you were following instructions by not following the instructions, because that is what you were told to do by the entity. Like, I'm so mad. But okay. Of course they terminated. Of course they killed Class D person. I remember when they used to give the numbers for the Class D personnel. Now it doesn't even matter what Class D personnel it is. You're so close, buddy. All right. Upon termination of Class D personnel, all research staff involved are immediately obliterated by an unknown force. Oh, hells yeah. Presumably SCP-001-2. Even the redacted, aka Angel, says, "Stop killing people like that. Don't do that. Stop." Okay. 2. Experiment B. One remote-operated research robot guided to approach SCP-001 from the ground. They die or get drugged to make him forget their time, and the process starts all over again. I don't know why I didn't think that, but somewhere in me I thought that they really could get out. Of course it's rigged against them. You're right, Aiden, but I just had my heart broken extra. The tiny sliver of faith for them. Nope. Okay. Raven's sad, but also disposable. We did get to read the other 001 last stream, and they just said it outright that fuck it. I hate that guy. I hated that guy so much. So much. Okay, we're done. I'm reading the story. We were having better vibes tonight. Let's keep it on. SCP Foundation is a pile of crap, and I hate them always because they are terrible people. But good news, I'm just reading stories. It's okay. So how do you think they get free? I thought, it is in the deal. They did their time. They okay, I'll stamp my card. I did insert job with SCP here. And then when they finish it, in this case, that Class D would have been like, okay, hey guys, I did it. But the dude, whatever that was, screamed leave in my head, and so I did, and I had no choice but to leave. So I can't. That's what I did. I did the interaction with an SCP. I did what you told me to. Deal is done. Let me out. Your part of the deal is up. Let's go. But then, of course not. So, great. We die in the dark, so you live in the light. SCP Foundation. Yeah. They die in the dark. The Foundation is the one that dies. Everybody else, whoever they want to, that's who dies. SCP where they take death row inmates. They usually take not death row inmates exactly, like not strictly death row inmates. It was all the worst people. Like it was, some people they said that it was just like, people that could have been put on death row. You could choose this as a different threat. Like it wasn't specifically the people that were actively about to go up the way it was described to me, but maybe that's wrong. How many MTF died? How many guards died? How many scientists died? Oh, I know that they also go, but that's what they get. Like, I'm sorry. If you're choosing somebody else to, like, be fodder, too bad. Nope. Get out. They shouldn't be trying to hold everybody down anyway, but that's me. That's me who would be an SCP and, um, you know. Anyway. Yeah, they. Oh, okay. Experiment B. The remote research robot. The result of that being sent in upon approaching within 1 kilometer at SCP-001, research robot is obliterated, presumably by SCP-0012. All further attempts at remote reconnaissance have the same result. 3. Experiment C. 100 pre-programmed research drones instructed to approach SCP-001 from multiple angles simultaneously. Result: coordination is successful and all 100 drones cross the 1 kilometer mark simultaneously. However, all 100 are simultaneously obliterated by SCP-0012. Designated observer at Site 0 reports that SCP-0012 appeared to strike in all directions at once. SCP-001 did not deviate from its stance while this took place. I don't know if we read 343. I can look on my little thing. Maybe it's recommended. But let's see. Oh. Yeah. Oh, stop. What is happening? Okay. There we go. 343. I have none done 343. I can read 343 next time, or one of these further times. I'll put it as a recommendation. Okay. But alright, back to focus. 4. Experiment D. There. Wire-guided missile fired from a distance of 3 kilometers. Result: SCP-0012 obliterates weapon upon crossing the 1 kilometer mark, simultaneously obliterating the launch site and killing all personnel. Oof. 5. Experiment E. Multi-warhead intercontinental ballistic missile fired from SCP nuclear submarine Nautilus. Result: See Indian Ocean Submarine Missile Experiment, December 26, 2004. Okay, they already told us to go see that. Where is that? Can you just actually give that? Oh well. Okay. Okay, sounds good. I'll let's quickly. Blind spot. Okay. Alright. I shouldn't forget that one. Alright, now 6. Experiment F. SCP-076, which don't know. A stone cube and a human entity contained. I don't know what this is, but okay. I'll have to look up that one next time, put it on the list of things to go check out. But SCP-076 and Task Force Omega-7 instructed to approach SCP-001 on foot. The result: SCP-076 refuses to carry out mission despite not being informed of the mission's nature. SCP-076 isn't having your shit. Sorry. Nope. Upon being asked why, SCP-076 replies, no. Just no. Good for you. 7. Experiment G. SCP-073, which appears to be a heavily tanned male Black hair, blue eyes. Ooh, with pieces appeared to have been replaced with metal, so like sort of a cyborg person. Okay. Oh, all right, Aiden. Sleep well. Good night. The due to the results of experiment F, SCP-073 was not informed of his destination until arriving at Site 0. Result, SCP-073 approached the site on foot. Upon seeing SCP-001, SCP-073 became distressed and asked to abort. 073 was ordered to continue. At that point, the symbol on SCP-073's forehead became redacted. Experiment was terminated due to redacted, or its data expunged, what it said both times. See Addendum 001AA. And then directly below, Addendum 001AA, by executive order of the administrator, no further experiments are to be carried out re SCP-001. No further SCPs are to be exposed to SCP-001. SCP-001 is not to be used to dispose of dangerous SCPs. Please see revised containment procedures for details. Ooh. This looks unclear what this is about to be. I'm confused. Okay, Yar. Go sleep, rest well. Have a good night. There's next an addendum. It doesn't say which addendum, it just says addendum. And on a redacted date, the following errant transmission was received by Foundation personnel. And it says, initiate emergency procedure Patmos Omega. Attention all Foundation personnel. The following message was received at approximately sometime this morning from Site 0. SCP-001 has left its location. The gate is open. They are riding forth. OG_D. Oh God. It's so beautiful. ... The Lord reigneth. The Lord has reigned. The Lord shall reign forever. The Lord reign. And this whole thing is like that whole little section. It's like, it's been different text, but that was like no space, all lowercase. The Lord reigneth. The Lord has reigned. The Lord shall reign forever. The Lord it goes to RE and then the lower I, and then it picks back up with GN. So it goes back to reigneth. The Lord has raised. The Lord shall reign forever. And it just repeats until reign forever. The Lord, He is God. 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 Da, 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 da. And then it goes suddenly, all caps, here, like here, as in with your ears, O, just the letter O, Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, in all caps, and again, no spaces, all smushed together. It was very interesting. And then below that, it goes back to normal text, and it says, because of this event's confluence with the recent breach of SCP-995, ooh, what's SCP-995? Ooh, it's gonna be fun. Its a description is an organism with traits that vary between those of fungi and those of animals. Not very clear. Okay. The opening of SCP-616 and the activation of SCP-098. So there's a bunch of breaches there. The Foundation is required to immediately begin preparations for an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. SCP-076 and SCP-073 are to be secured immediately. What's so special about them? Anyway, All personnel are to unlock and decode Emergency Order Patmos Omega and follow all orders within. Site 19 is to be secured, and all non-essential SCPs and personnel terminated and or destroyed. Oh, wow. Just kill everybody. Repeat, because of this event's confluence with the recent breach of SCP-995, the opening SCP-616, and the activation of SCP-098, the Foundation is required to immediately begin preparations for an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. SCP-076 and SCP-073 are to be secured immediately. All personnel... I'm realizing that this is just going to happen again. It goes all the way through to Site 19 is to be secured, and all... Was that what it said before? Yes. Site 19 is to be secured, all non-essential SCPs and personnel terminated and or destroyed. Repeat, it goes all back. And then it says, it goes through it again and it says, confluence with breach of SCP-995, the opening of SCP-616, and the activation, but now activation is spelled with a K, of SCP-098, the Foundation is required, except required is spelled REKWIRED, to immediately begin, spells immediate, LE, and then begin with no spaces, preparations, prep, RRATIONS, smushed into that word, FFR, an XK class, end of the world scenario, smushed together. And it keeps going. It's going off the rails here. SCP-076 and SCP-073 @RE are to be secured immediately. Kane and Abel, my 2 sons, I am coming. All personnel are to unlock and decode. Behold, I stand at the gate and knock, and if any and to follow all Allah cuff 3242 exclamation $$ at and is a Wayne heaven and Dane our earth and the fruit of and then it's a bunch of random stuffs and redacted signal lost. Just a bunch of it went fully off the rails. Okay. And that is the full little transmission there. Hi, Ian Multiverse. The whole thing ends with, upon containing Site 00514 responded that no such message had been sent from his location, and that SCP-001 remained inert. The transmission was initially determined to be a hoax. However, close examination of the transmission reveals a timestamp dated data redacted years in the future. It is theorized that data expunged. So, theoretically, this would, come about on a very specific day, which is to, very Abrahamic to have the end of the world and now we know what day it is kind of thing. Ugh. But okay. That is the end of that SCP. And I will have to go back and do all of the different SCPs it refers to in it. But yeah. Okay. What are we up to now? We're going to bop over to triggers. No, come on. We'll transition over there. Ugh. We have no trigger requests as of right now. Oh, there we go. Fetster has one. Bottle blow. Okay, let's see if I have the air. And then keys. Keys is classic. Okay. Bottle blowing. We'll start there. Clack, clack. Alright. Here we go. Sorry. How is our bottle blowing? Oh, big breaths, Raven. Nope, straight to a yawn because you do that and you can get kind of lightheaded. Okay. Keys. Oh, and now Raven feels loopy. Okay. No, there we go. Now I have brain. Alright. Keys time. Alright. Hi, I'm a boss. Thank you for 420 freaking bits. Ah, thank you. I have to interrupt my keys to do our tradition of money frogs whenever someone gives a gift. We drop some money frogs. Ah, there you go. Blazing in here with the biddies. Really though. And look at the little, look at that. You're so just like, I'm here. But hello. Welcome. I'm gonna keep doing keys and then I've got a couple more redeems lined up before we get into our next SCP. But hello. Okay. Alright, here is our keys. And now we'll do page flipping and then card dealing. So I'll just move my mic around so that we can hear those things a little bit easier. Oh, go clink somewhere else, bottles. Okay, here we go. We start with a little booklet with stiffer papers, and then we'll go to a fluffier, bigger book for the others. Thank you, Turtle Boy. I completely forgot. Thank you. I, I appreciate the reminders. Um, there we go. Good catch. Okay. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I am a boss. How are you doing? There was little book. Hi, nuriakea. We're actually about to do one of your recommended stories. So glad you got here. Settle in. We're just doing some triggers. There was our bigger, fluffier book for the page flipping. Oh goodness, where is it? Where is the list? We have not read 5242. That is the last one I have prepared for today. We're getting to 8408 is what we're about to do. But I have card dealing first and then that. So hopefully we get to 5242. I think we should be fine to do that. But yeah, we're going to hopefully do that this stream. So well timed. But okay. Page card dealing. Here we go. Sorry for that. moving back after the card dealing. Just getting it set back up. Okay. Alright. Now we'll get back to the stories since we have done all of our redeems. Yeah, we're going to do Nurikea's recommended 8408. So let's get that up. Do. Here we go. Whoop. So, 8408. SCP Series 9. Ooh, there's like series? Ooh. Okay. Item number SCP-8408. Object class concealed. There's a photo here. SCP-8408. It seems to be just white bed sheets on a made single bed or something in a little room. Looks like there's someone sitting up under the sheet, but they're fully covered with the sheet. Special containment procedures. SCP-8408 is to be covered with a standard issue cotton bedsheet at all times. The sheet is to be washed once per month. Removing it for any other purpose is strictly prohibited. Well, how do you do that safely? And then there's a description, and there's like a blinking white square. I can't click on anything. It's just a blinking white square in the description. That's it. But as I said, it appears to be like there's someone sitting up under the bed. I don't know what it is. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Generium. Always good for those. Oh. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. L. Cicadas 33. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to Emerald Lake. Okay. 2 streams in 1 day. Heck yes. Thank you. Yes, I do 2 streams per day for 3 days, sometimes 4 days. And that's usually the run, if I can maintain it. But alright. But welcome back in, Pudgy Tater. Right, so we don't really have a description. And we just say that they have to be covered. And we jump straight into incident files. So we have first incident 8408.1. Attempted containment breach. Genuinely, that's so impressive. Oh, well, thank you. I find it difficult, so I need to be reminded that it's lots. Yeah, it meets a good amount of streams, but gives me lots of free time. That's what we usually do around here. Yeah, that's usually my plans. Look at you guys giving me props for doing the stuffs the way I do it. I'm like, is this... This is the day to gas Raven up, apparently. Just reminding Raven she do good. Everybody jumped on the Brian train of doing all of the, hey, you're doing great stuff. Thank you. You're doing great. You guys are doing great. Thank you. Being here, propping up your streamers that you like. That's a good way to go. We know how hard you work. You do deserve to be reminded that we recognize it once in a while. Thank you, Cage. And that is a very cute little dancing cows and hearts. That's so cute. Oh, I love that. Okay. Hey, dude. I've been here for like a day, but you're killing it. I'll definitely be sticking around. Thanks, Tater Dude. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you're cool with me just calling you Tater Dude, because it's a reference and I love it. But okay, focus. Alright, attempted containment breach. The incident point 1 for this SCP. Here we go. Dr. Melissa Sharrow is washing dishes. The setting sun is visible through the window, casting the room in half shadow. SCP-8408 enters. This is all in brackets. Oh, yeah. Did you look at those little hats? Little pats. It's so soft. Okay. SCP-8408 says, "Can I sit at the table?" Dr. Sharrow, you may. SCP-8408 sits. It is able to remain still for several minutes, but then begins to fidget. It slowly starts tugging at its sheet. Dr. Sharrow, SCP-8408. Dr. Sharrow shuts off the faucet, but does not turn her head. Dr. Sharrow, are you trying to take off your sheet again? SCP-8408, nuh-uh. Dr. Sharrow, don't lie to me. SCP-8408, but I'm not. I'm sorry, this is so cute. Dr. Sharrow's knuckles whiten around the edge of a plate. I guess she's holding tight. Dr. Sharrow, do you intend to break your promise, 8408? Silence. Dr. Sharrow, well, do you? SCP-8408, ... No, I'm sorry. Oh. Dr. Sharrow twists the faucet and resumes dishwashing. Dr. Sharrow, don't be sorry, just be better. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. No. Oh. I'm sorry, we have already identified 8408 as a child, and now we are giving this child the mean mom treatment. I don't like it. Don't be sorry, just be better. This is so cute. It's spoilers. Oh no, the trauma. I'm sure it could be something very different, but you can see how that is read. I'm sure we'll find out what it really is, but it feels very much... I mean, they have to describe it as if, like, the doctor is doing dishes. Why is the doctor doing dishes? Where are we that the doctor is doing dishes and 8408 can just walk in? We did not say exactly, like, the only information is that 8408 is to be covered with a sheet. Usually they're in, like, a room, but apparently free to roam where the doctor is doing dishes. It feels like they live together, so, like, what's going on? But okay. Incident 8408-2, attempted containment breach. Dr. Sharrow is reading in the living room. See, like, yeah, they must be living together, which is so uncomfortable that you're living together and you still just call them by a number. That's so uncomfortable, but okay. Reading in the living room, SCP-8408 enters. SCP-8408. Excuse me, it looks like maybe it's capital M. Maybe they were going to say Mrs. or Mom or I don't know. But it says dash. Dr. Sharrow. Dr. Sharrow's mouth twists with irritation. See, yeah, okay, you're just being a mean mom energy. I don't like it. Dr. Sharrow, yes, SCP-8408. SCP-8408, can I take off my sheet? I don't feel so good. Dr. Sharrow sighs. Dr. Sharrow, I'm not going to have this conversation again with you again. No. SCP-8408, but I really am sick. My skin feels like it doesn't fit me anymore, and 2 of my teeth fell out, and I think I'm starting to taste colors. He's losing his teeth. It is just baby. Oh no. Dr. Sharrow snaps her book closed, and SCP-8408 flinches. Hi, Darkstorm. Yep, that tasted purple. Okay. I mean, you could be saying that you taste orange, and that is very straightforward. I wonder if those two align with your synesthesia there. But okay. Dr. Sharrow, if you're going to stay here, I don't want to have to look at you. You owe me that much. What? The If you're going to stay here. So we don't know where here is exactly, but it seems like living with Dr. Sharrow, wherever that is. That is not what 8408 probably originated as, living conditions, but okay. And it's not like the sheet is anything specific. Dr. Sharrow has instituted, I don't want to even look at you, which is, it's feeling like abusive mom. And I really don't like. I'm sure you're going to tell me there's a reason. And you said, cute, it's what? But like, I'm so far fully on SCP side. I usually am on their side, but sometimes I'm like, no, there's reasons, people, be scared, buddy. Anyway, this is bad. Okay. I don't want to have to look at you. You owe me that much. Oh. SCP-8408. I'm sorry about what happened. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't know. Dr. Sharrow stands. Dr. Sharrow, get out of my sight. SCP-8408 exits. Oh, I don't like this. Incident 8408.3. SCP-8408 is lying on the floor, still covered by the sheet. Entering Dr. Sharrow nearly trips over SCP-8408 and stifles a curse. Dr. Sharrow. Oh, this feels really gross. I don't like this. Dr. Sharrow, what are you doing on the ground? 8408? Get up. No response. Dr. Sharrow, 8408. No response. Dr. Sharrow, SCP-8408, listen to me when I'm talking to you. No response. Dr. Sharrow, 8408. No response. Dr. Sharrow, ... 8408? No response. Dr. Sharrow nudges SCP-8408 with her foot. With your foot? Ugh. Dr. Sharrow. Thomas? No response. Dr. Sharrow gingerly removes the sheet. Only pale feathers and sundered skin remain. All else has fled. What is all else? What do you know, nuriakea? Nuriakea. What is this guy? I feel all kinds of feelings. Please let me find out who Thomas is and if he's okay. I'm worried about the child. I know there's probably something else, but I just have all the poor baby energies in me. Where go? Time to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! And try not to fall asleep to stream. Mission difficulty impossible. Thomas hatched. What? That was... He's free? Yeah, I guess you could... He fled. He is free. I can think of it that way. Good for Thomas. But, like... What's happened? We know feathers, and we know some skin. The way it's written as all else, as opposed to Thomas has fled. But, like... What is going on? I'm so concerned. Also, though, how did the skin hold up shape, considering she nudged it and like tripped over it, you know? That's some significant skin, like the IKEA folks, I guess. But anyway. Oh my goodness. That's the end of that one. 8408 wrapped up. Yeah, okay. We'll choose to think about it as Thomas got free. Thomas got the rest of his life away from the mean lady. I don't know what Thomas did. I don't know anything, and I want to know. I need to know more about what happened to Thomas. So if anybody knows anything else or where to like find, I want that, please. Okay. Redeems time, I guess. And then we'll go into the one that you were looking forward to. you had the number, but it pops up as just integer, the SCP integer level NO 8408 is an egg. Woo! And it hatched. Ah. Then what did it do and how did it speak? 'Cause that's the biggest thing with me, is that it's like I can't look at you after what you did kind of thing. And then what did it do? Huh? But okay. Further information will have to be scrounged for. But alright, Thomas hatched and is gone. I can live with that as my explanation. That is good. Alright, we do humming is our first trigger. It's not yawning. I can apparently do plenty of that. Inescapable yawning. Alright. Alright. And is done, we'll move on to dice. In a second, we have trigger word. I guess I'll read that one real quick. I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. Generium. So classic Generium. Alright. Now, dice. I'll move the mic around. I'm sorry if it's loud. It does what it... Ah! Oh! I did say I'm sorry if it's loud. Ouch. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. When I move it, I have to adjust the thingy. And the thingy was very aggressive just then. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. Okay, here you go. a roll. Oh, okay, Darkstorm. Bye-bye. We'll see you another time. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. And that's another dice down. So I think that will be it. I'm going to go collect the dice that fell on the ground, and then I will do those scissor snips, Alistair. I will just be a minute. And I apologize again for the big noises there. Okay. Come out, dice. One. Oh boy. Two. Success, I found. Oh, that was a big effort. Oh goodness. It was in a terrible spot, very hidden, very secret. Ugh. All right. I'll do those scissor snips. I think I will save brushes and sniffs for after the next story, but it is a long one, so if either of you are planning to leave, I will do them now, but I think I will just do scissor snips. But here we go. Scissor snips. I never changed humming to dice. Oh well. Yeah, dice do be trying to escape. They always do. I'll be here till you pass out. That's good. Okay. Sometimes you must set them free. Not these dice. Nope. they're my little prisoners. No, they're very pretty and they very much befit me. They just like to be under my desk. I don't know why they like the desk. They like there better. They're like, hey, you're great, but can I go hang out down here instead? Okay, scissors. That's not how you spell that. All right. Here we go. Mother, we yearn for the ground. I yearn to be on the floor. Okay. All right, there was scissor snips. With that, I will go on to the next SCP. So if we're ready, it is listed on the thing. Yeah, SCP-5242. I shall write that. Okay, 5242. There you go. It doesn't show up as that number on here for whatever reason. It just says integer and stuffs. I'm sure we'll find out why in a minute. Okay. And then we'll do brushes and snips after. Here we go. Alright, so before it even gets into any of the stuffs, it says instead, miscommunications notice. So it gives a little warning first. A semiohazard, informally, is a fact of the universe that just shouldn't be true, but functionally it is. They are inherently abstract and affect the way we think and communicate about reality. This is from, or this I guess is a quote from Intro to Semiospherics from S.M. Katz, Esquire, et al. Go eep. Pudgy Tater will eep slowly. But yes, you should all go eep if you need eep. Still on the little miscommunications notice, it says, a particularly costly example of a semiohazard, the operations of YWTGTSYT are perfectly legal, one which has obligated the Foundation legal department to entirely redraft Texas's corporate laws. And the note here is bureaucrato. I know I struggled with how saying this, but bureaucrato hazards are a subset of semiohazard affecting bureaucratic systems. Bureaucrato hazards. Anyway, okay. I remember reading that one. It was a heck of a time. It broke my brain. These things are perceived as facts of baseline reality. They always have been and always will be apparently true. But they shouldn't, and we know they shouldn't. They aren't part of reality because reality says so, but because reality has been pulled inside out by the perceptual nature of semantic equivalence. Read on, knowing that you must accept what the universe says is true, even if it doesn't make sense. 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2. And this is from Dr. Eli Forkley, Director of Miscommunications. Intriguing. Pudgy Tater says never. Did anybody already jokingly say that Raven should read 2521? Only jokingly? I shall find. Have we read 2521? Yes. Haha. Someone has. It is on my list. If I finish this story just fine, this would probably be on my next SCP read. So, it might happen. But okay. With this, we step into SCP integer, level number, or level no access. I've seen these different things. The new, art to the SCP info, but this one is black and white and it's missing pieces, or it's just not saying things. It's interesting. Containment class, challenge. Disruption class, influence. Risk class, volatility. Interesting. And then this says there's a little image underneath that's usually for showing off the SCP. And it says a symbolic identifier representing volatility, apparently abstracted from SCP Integer's original risk class. Ooh. Security measures. SCP Integer must only be semantically identified using correct identifiers. Correct, in quotes. Including name, being, entity, and others. However, SCP Integer is the suggested identifier due to others being either redundant or only conditionally correct. Hello, Reina La Frog. Hello. Knowledge of SCP integer and its properties should be restricted to only the necessary personnel for containment, including Dr. Placeholder and one member of the Department of Miscommunications, enforceable via amnesticization. However, extensions for research purposes may be permitted by Director Forkley on a case-by-case basis. Note that this file has been strictly organized such that non-abstract information concerning SCP integer and or SCP integer digit instances is not directly communicated via identifiers. I should note here that things are all caps in these, with SCP integer, the name being entity or whatever, whenever it's a name, it seems. Whenever it's a noun. And then sometimes it's in green and sometimes it's in blue. It's very interesting. Oh, it's OnlyFans. Aha! I was like, I don't think I know him very well, but interesting. Oh no, muted? It's me. Huh? My audio just freaked out. No, I am not muted. It was you. I'm sorry. That's no fun. But okay, fact to story is that it's very confusing. We don't seem to be allowed to say name. There's usually SCP integer digit. I see we're following this sort of thing where the names of stuff is usually random numbers and we're calling it out in this. Try threatening the audio with violence. Pudgy Tater, are you joining LeHonk? Don't do this. Okay. For the sake of clarity, correct identifiers for SCP integer and SCP integer digit have been made distinct via blue and green coloration, respectively. This is true. SCP integer is blue. SCP integer digit is green. Updates to this file, which is also green, if any, are encouraged to remain consistent with these principles. Bonk the audio. Bonked. Okay. SCP integer digit instances that do not possess sapience are to be contained at Site 15. Access to such instances for research of semiontological anomalies, aka semiohazards, may be permitted to personnel possessing Level 4 clearance or higher. With regards to scientist instances, what happened to the scientists? SCP integer digit instances possessing sapience need not be contained unless, as a result of their properties or otherwise, they inhibit the containment of SCP integer. Ooh. Explanation. SCP integer is a hazard. There's a little thing. A semiontological anomaly. Semiohazard is a disruption of the semiosphere, the medium through which information about reality travels before it is perceived or measured, which results in reality's apparent adherence to some non-real axiom. So SCP integer is a hazard complex, with that info from the footnote included, that simplifies incorrect designations, incorrect in quotes, and classifications of itself as instances of SCP integer digit. In the event of that SCP integer is incorrectly designated or classified through any form of semantic communication, said identifier becomes abstracted. Abstraction, footnote here, the generalization of a concept, by one cule. The cule, another footnote, is a measurement denoting one level of abstraction away from the reality of a situation. The new abstracted identifier is retroactively incorporated into the construct as correct. Additionally, its respective medium of communication will become an instance of SCP integer digit. Another footnote, lesson. That's all it says, just lesson. But it looks like it might be a link. It is not. Just lesson. it will become a lesson. Interesting. The consequences of SCP integers' effects are as follows. Bullet. SCP integer has always been, and will always be identified using names that it has retroactively caused to be factually correct, and the use of any other identifier is considered incorrect. This is also true of SCP integer digit instances. Next bullet. Incorrect identification of the SCP integer from baseline perspective has never occurred due to retroactive creation of objective fact. However, the state of this file indicates that it has been published with incorrect designations multiple times and subsequently became an instance of SCP integer digit. Ooh. Due to its tendency to make useful labels and categorizations redundant, SCP integer possess significant nomenclature difficulties to Site 15 documentation and personnel. Due to its semantic nature, SCP integers shares similarities with memetic hazards, and a single incorrect designation could lead to the rapid propagation of SCP integer digit throughout Site 15 and its documents, crashing file systems and potentially causing several other containment breaches by preventing effective communication. Other known correct identifiers for SCP integer include thing, construct when referring to semantics, challenge when referring to containment, influence when referring to potential disruption, volatility when referring to immediate risk, hazard complex when referring to semi-ontological phenomena, restricted per protocol 4000 SHU, and that one is a link to go somewhere, and then there's a footnote that says forbidden, when referring to narrative and or pataphysical elements, issue when referring to difficulty, and then footnote see addition integer letter. So there's another thing. SCP integer digit is the designation for things, including both items and beings, that have served as a medium of communication for an incorrect designation or classification of SCP integer. I love hazard complex. Upon becoming an instance of SCP integer digit, its identifiers are similarly abstracted by SCP integer. Incorrect identifications of SCP integer digits instances will be abstracted, but their respective media of communication do not become further instances. The following is a list of instances of SCP integer digit. Okay, so we have a little chart that has... Oh no. Oh, sorry. We have a chart that says correct identifiers and then non-identifying explanation. So first box, correct identifiers: file, access when referring to protocol, security measure when referring to protocol, explanation when referring to descriptiveness, restriction when referring to reduced access, erased when referring to expungent, addition when referring to new content, inquiry when referring to gathering knowledge. And then across from that, non-identifying explanation contains electronic information concerning SCP integer. Next, page and sheet contains physical information concerning SCP integer and is composed of cellulose pulp. Instrument, footnote here. It is unknown whether this identifier is considered an abstraction of the conventional identifier for an instrument which records audio, or if it was semantically conflated with its homonym, the woodwind instrument. So there's like a woodwind instrument that, recorder. Like record, that's cute. Okay, anyway. Instrument, and then across, contains auditory information concerning SCP integer, used for inquiry. The Kuehl theory mentioned in this SCP is one of the zaniest things I've seen and makes my head hurt. It is something that is making it hard to follow along. But okay, then display Displays electronic information and is connected to a computer. Scientist, researcher, inquisitor when referring to gathering knowledge. And then footnote C, addition integer letter. We will get there. And that one is 3 instances exist at a time of writing, either currently or previously employed at Site 15. Okay. Doctor, placeholder, McDoctorate, PhD, Doctor PhD, McPhD, PhD. Any combination of at least 2 components of the above names ordered left to right. So that one, those are still allowed. That's interesting. Site 15 director. Instance is unique in that only proper noun or title designations are corrected. Doctor placeholder is legally unable to change this, as it is an objective fact that this is his name. Footnote here says punishment. So it sounds like a specific person got their name changed because of this. But it is legally their name. They now get to always be Dr. Placeholder. Okay. The Foundation became aware of SCP integer on 05/05/2002. Placenta McDoctorate. When, brackets, erased, footnote here, mortal spoke its true name. Ooh, that's interesting. So, Foundation became aware of SCP integer on that day when a mortal spoke its true name, resulting in Dr. Placeholder becoming the first known instance of SCP integer digit. Dr. Placeholder said the name they shouldn't have. After publishing the first draft of File, he attempted to discuss it with a scientist and discovered SCP integer's pseudo-mimetic properties. Dr. Placeholder proceeded to use File to derive the mechanics of SCP integer's effect before developing more informed security measures. My true name is Kyle McKylepants. Tater, dude. Okay. And now we have addition integer / letter. We have event, inquiry log integer numeral. I had to stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Too eepy now. Ha ha ha, you are failing. He he he. Mission is impossible. But okay. Then it says Inquisitor, Scientist Letter. Interviewed Dr. Placeholder. Forward, attempted interview of Dr. Placeholder to ascertain the nature of SCP integer. Terminated due to Scientist Letter's lack of understanding concerning SCP integer's security measures. Oh no. Someone was bad at their job. Oh no. Note that the file used in this inquiry did not yet contain an explanation demonstrating accuracy. Okay, so they just hadn't properly communicated and then this went sideways probably. But alright, begin log. Inquisitor. Dr. Placeholder, this inquiry is being conducted exactly 15 minutes after you updated the security measures for SCP integer. We'd like to know exactly what the hell anything in that file means. Dr. PhD. This inquiry is going to look just as useless on file. I already tried to tell scientists you can't unprofessionalism erased. Oh! I guess that would be like it was when it was put into the file, it was like swearing and then it says redacted and then because of this it says unprofessionalism erased. You can't unprofessionalism erased. Talk about it specifically. Inquisitor, and why is that, might I ask? Dr. PhD, what part of can't talk about it don't you understand? You have the page in front of you, right? Inquisitor, I'm the Inquisitor asking the questions here. Dr. PhD, erased. Fine. You see that list of terms? We can only ask about SCP integer using those terms. Inquisitor examines the file. Inquisitor, okay, so how did you become aware of the hazard? Dr. PhD, all I can tell you is that I found groans. I said Something that I shouldn't have said. That should never be said. Ever. Inquisitor. Unhelpful. Duly noted. Could you attempt to somehow convey what SCP integer does with a little more clarity? Try your best. Dr. PhD scoffs. If you use any other word than what's on that list, it'll take some general category that the word is in and add the word for that category to the list. Inquisitor, ... go on. Dr. PhD, and it'll do the same to you and give you your own personal list, so I just suggest you stick to the security measures. Inquisitor, I'm not sure I understand, so what if this thing attaches a list to me? Dr. PhD, be erased. Careful. Haven't you had a briefing on semiohazards? It's not just a list of words, it's a list of facts. There's no way around them, there's no way of undoing them. Your lucky thing is on the list, or we'd be stuck calling you researcher for the rest of time, and from the beginning of time. Inquisitor, well, this is quite the issue. Redacted, not redacted, footnote says, mistake, wasn't it? Dr. PhD, yeah, no kidding. A strong breeze moves through the room. Dr. PhD inhales sharply. Wait, the erased list. I didn't write that. Inquisitor, whoa, wait, what? It says issue is a correct identifier for SCP integer. Silence on recording. Dr. PhD sighs. I really tried, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, wait, something doesn't feel right. Why am I Inquisitor? Dr. PhD, whatever you actually just said wasn't a correct identifier until you misidentified it. I've had to call you Scientist Letter for years now, and I finally know why. Inquisitor, wait, but that shouldn't be my name. What the erased is going on? End log. Closing statement. Evidence would suggest that Scientist Letter's status as an SCP integer digit instance was retroactively caused by negligence of security measures during the above inquiry. Scientist Letter's subsequent amnesticization request granted despite minimal predicted effectiveness. So you'll forget what's going on, but you'll still be only Inquisitor. End addition. Notice, an error has occurred in retrieving this file. The following parable may not respond to objective reality. Okay, and then I click a little button, and there's the little extra. It says, lesson. If 2 1s make 2, and 2 2s make 4, what's to do when 2 2s won't make 4 anymore? When values in base 10 return sums in base 8, that 2 4s make 10 is the sum of 1's hate. If A equals B and C is not A, to hear that B's C leaves one wrought with dismay. When the enemy of an enemy is the enemy of one's friend, and hope of any clarity yields chaos in the end, such is a punishment for those who wander too far from the path of the forest without name, and seek knowledge that is best left unknown. For the crime of naming that which ought not be named, you must accept that reality doesn't always make sense. It says logician at the bottom, underneath the redactedness. You can hover over it and it will show it. And then it has a picture of a 4x4 Rubik's Cube. The end. There is SCP integer. That one's crazy. You should look up the Kuehl theory hamburger example. Okay. If you asked me for a hamburger and I gave you a raccoon, that's one Kuehl. If you ask me for a hamburger, but it turns out I don't really exist. Where I was originally standing, a picture of a hamburger set rests on the ground. That's 2 Kuehls. 3 Kuehls. You awake as a hamburger. You start screaming only to have special sauce fly from your lips. The world is in sepia. This looks like a lot, but I think I get it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's jump into the triggers again. And then I guess we'll go back into more SCPs. We've got plenty of time. So I will get to. Should I go straight to 2521 or should I do the one before it on the list? Let's see. Bring me this one. How long is this one? It does not look long. I think we are fine to do both. Let's look. What is other one? 2521. Oh goodness. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. I think I can do both of these. This is gonna be fun. All right. We'll do both of the next SCP recommendations. Wah. Oh, stretch. I'll just change those over to prepped. Okay. Organize. Organize. No, that's not organize. Okay, there. Triggers. That's what we're doing, Raven. All right. Brushes. Let's do brushies. Yeah, brushies. Okay. Woo! Now I will update the mic just a little bit. Make it louder so that the brushes are more audible. Go, 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 go. There. Okay. Prepare to fall asleep. Okay. There is our brushies. Lots of brushies. Okay. And now we'll do sniffs. Put the mic back. Okay. Sniffs. Oh, I forgot this. Hello, Neon Vortex. Welcome in. Hello. to humming again. Alright. Alright. I'm also going to run a quick ad right now while I do hydrate. And then I will go to card dealing before our next SCP. So here is ad. I has to do ads. And I'll hydrate. Thank you, Generium, for hydrate. Oh, thank you, Pudgitator. Thank you, Tater Dude. I'm in quiet mode. If you... Sorry. Ooh. I'm in quiet mode for the peoples that are watching ads. But alright. So now... Card dealing. I prep for card dealing. I shall move the mic. Get it set up for card. But I won't start till the ad is done. Alright. Oof. Careful, so not loud. Well, that went well, actually. That did good. Alright. Here we go. Okay, back. Alright, there was our card dealing. And we'll run into the next SCP, but hello, El Chiquitas. Welcome in. Hola. Hello. And Neon Vortex, no worries. Go ahead and lurk or head out. Whatever works. Go sleep. Everybody needs to sleep. So I'm happy to help people fall asleep if I can. That's always a compliment. If you disappear, I'll assume you sleep, and it is a compliment. Okay, now we go to SCP-1657. Oh, come on. I typed that. Let me go. $16.57. All right. A boop boop and a boop. Aha! Okay. So, SCP-1657. Here we go. Item number SCP-1657. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. All instances of SCP-1657 are to be kept in frozen storage at Site-23. Testing of these objects, including the hatching of SCP-1657-A instances, requires approval from at least 3 Level 3 personnel. They're items, and they are hatching. They are eggs. Oh, I see a head. Stop reading ahead, Raven. Okay. All SCP-1657-A instances are to be kept in separate humanoid containment chambers. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Okay. Are to be kept in humanoid containment chambers for the duration of their lives. A general feeding schedule has been created for all SCP-1657-A. However, if it appears that any given instance requires a different diet or schedule, Dr. Armstrong is to be contacted and consulted. Description: SCP-1657 refers to a collection of 74 eggs, ranging between 5 centimeters and 37 meters in length. They are normally white in coloration, though occasionally pink and red colored eggs will also be found. SCP-1657 can be indefinitely kept at temperatures between 0 degrees Celsius and 15 degrees Celsius. I'm glad that we are using what kind of degrees it is, because previously they have done 15 degrees, and it's like, what kind of degrees are those? Please help. Please help. You conditioning us to sleep is going a bit too well. I always get super tired when I watch your stream, especially the late one. I'm barely awake as I write this. Can't game to your stream most nights. That's so bad. Should I start screaming? I joke. I'm glad that you are getting EP. It is good for you. Go eat. Okay. Yes, okay, between 0 and 15 degrees Celsius. If these eggs are kept in conditions of a certain temperature and humidity, they will hatch and yield specimens of SCP-1657-A. See Document 1657-Alpha for more specific details on the incubation of these eggs. SCP-1657-A appear to be closely related to humans, Homo sapiens sapiens, except that they are not sapient, lack hair, nails, and teeth, and are often deformed, sprouting extraneous appendages or organs during regular growth. Furthermore, once hatched, these entities will grow to the size of an adult human and reach maturity in approximately 13 days, with the average total lifespan being about 17 days. Oh. Wow. It takes you 13 days to grow up, and then you have about 4 of the days after to be able to live before... Whoop. Wow. That's very sad. But wow. What the heck is this? Okay. SCP-1657-A instances are compliant and docile, as well as appearing to fear all living organisms. If the entity possesses sensory organs, then it will use them to attempt to distance itself as far away as possible from all other beings. even from each other? If these aspects are not present, the entity will then only move away from something when touched. If left alone in a soothing environment for a long period of time, SCP-1657-A may produce additional instances of SCP-1657. They might lay more eggs. Oh, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Avrish. I don't know. Okay, but welcome. Hello, thank you for follow. Okay, wow. So, if they aren't scared enough, they might have an egg. All right. Testing has shown that members of SCP-1657-A possess a collective memory. Oh. So I guess it doesn't matter that you get reborn, or it doesn't matter that you die so quick because you get reborn. Specifically, this was discovered during primary physical endurance testing when SCP-1657-A-07 approached fire with curiosity and subsequently died. After this point, all individuals that hatched showed great aversion and fear to fire. Oh. Testing with alternative stimuli has confirmed these results. See test log 1657-Kappa for the full log. SCP-1657 was originally found in Redacted, Tennessee, within the house of Redacted, a known high-ranking member of GOI Redacted. And then in brackets, a bunch more redacteds, and subsequently contained 6 packages holding 15 instances of SCP-1657 each were found at this location and subsequently contained. Each of these packages is labeled in the same manner with a flyer as transcribed in Addendum 1657 Gamma. Additionally, blood that was later identified as belonging to SCP-1657-A instances was found dried onto several surfaces and appliances in Redacted's sink, refrigerator, and frying pans. Oh, wow. Okay. What? Okay, anyway, Addendum 1657 Gamma. I guess the implication is that this person with GOI, they created this and were testing it, or maybe they found and then more stuff happened. It's the flyers. It's the multiple flyers in separate bags that makes me think that they are at least selling whatever this is. But anyway, okay, here is Addendum 1657 Gamma, the little flyer. And oh boy, this is gonna be a lot. Man egg. Need more punch to your breakfast? Grocery store eggs not working for you? Wish you could have a goddamn masculine omelet for once in your goddamn miserable life? Then buy the man egg. Man egg will make you manly. Ever hear of you are what you eat? Well, we at Redacted believe it's 100% goddamn true. That's why we make our eggs out of real humans. And then there's a little star. And I'm guessing that that's explained later. So what are you waiting for? Go scramble and eat the fucking man egg, you muscular son of a bitch. Warning, keep eggs refrigerated whenever they are not being directly used for cooking. Do not leave eggs outside of a cold environment for more than half an hour at a time. If anything emerges from your egg, please call redacted phone number. And then tiny thing says, actual human not used in the making of man egg TM stars. So it's not real humans. General human substitute is used. What? Detailed nutrition facts can be found on our website at http://www.redacted. The rest of the website is redacted. And then there's another thing on the flyer and it says redacted. And the footnote says, here, a symbol known to be connected with GOI 256, creations of man, which would line up with the redacted things above. So, hey, you gave us a little puzzle to solve. We solved it. He's a high known ranking member of GOI 256 creations of man, probably. Anyway, okay. Here the symbol connected with them was printed. Foundation operatives are currently investigating connection between these objects and the group's Genesis 127 project. What is their Genesis 127 project? Ooh. Hello, Mask. Yes, dropping in for the last hour or 45 minutes. You're listening to a very strange SCP about man egg. We're just about at the end of it. Then, yeah, no, we are at the end of it. It says footnotes, and it says that here is that. But man egg, that's so messed up. But oh my gosh, all those things that it's like, oh, you need to be more manly. You can't be associated with femininity. Here's a man version of thing, and then it's just an atrocity. I feel that so hard because marketing and pink tax things is so real. So real. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. We are done with that SCP. And the next one is going to be interesting to read, as I see here. I see now that it was a joke. Sort of. But okay. Now we have redeems again. Stream's been good, Mask. It's been good. But now we can move into triggers. If you have any, this is the times. Here we go. I will give myself hydrate. Is what I will do. And I know. How dare you say its name? There hasn't been any rage puffings. I've been living without the rage puffings this stream. But, it's been good. Okay, Singing Frog. I was gonna say, I think I will actually end early because I have to be up in the morning, and I have read quite a few SCPs now. Like, last time I read like 2. So, I've got a whole little collection. They're shorter ones, so I might leave. I severely doubt that for some reason. That there hasn't been rage puffings? There really hasn't been. I've been floating. It's been rage puff free. Just moving. Oh, you say that suits you fine. You are very eepy, and my rest is important. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to put anybody out, but if we finish at like 1:30 and then raid over to somebody, then I can start getting ready for sleeps myself and be up early, and that will work. I'm only here on a short coffee break anyway, so it doesn't matter to me if we end early tonight. Well, there you go. We've got someone, and someone seconded it. If anyone has any reason why I shan't leave early, speak now or forever hold your peace. But alright, Singing Frog time. We're doing that. Why am I taking this out? Hold on. I need to do... Not that. I need to do this. Singing Frog time. Hold your silence, objectors. They are fine. If they object, they can object. I will still weigh it against yours. Stop violence. Stop threats. Ah, Mask. Okay. Here's Singing Frog. Singing Frog. I feel like I can't say frog anymore. I always say frog now. Okay. Frog. went into a frog playing trance. I was like, ribbits. Ugh. I have made it out. We are free from singing frog. Oh, okay. All right. We have no more redeems, and no one has said anything. So I think I will do my best to, quote unquote, read this last SCP, and then we will probably wrap up. No. Stop. Oh no. Wheel of Death. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's move it around. CP. What was your number again? 2521. There. SCP-2521. Last one to read. Almost time for the big honk shoe. Honk shoe. Yes. The way it's the big honk. It read weird, didn't he? But okay. Yes. Okay. So, the funky thing here is that it follows kind of the same structure as the other SCPs, but it has a big problem. There's not a single word here. There's not even... Okay, wait, no, there's one letter that seems to be repeated because it's used as a symbol, but there's no words. So drinking coffee and cold water at the same time has been a small mistake. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it feels funky. I'm guessing hot coffee you mean, but anyway. Good luck. Okay. Yes, the SCP seems to fit kind of a funky thing. Usually we have in red, or at least in this format. There's other formats where there's more images and stuff, but this is not this one. Very hot. I have been sipping at it. Aha! I knew. Okay. Good luck. The temperatures be temperaturing. Oh, good luck. Okay, so we usually have top in red the title. Then we maybe have little more specifics, and then we have item number, the number. We have object class, whatever object class it is, special containment procedures, maybe a photo in the corner, and then we get into everything. And sometimes there's a locked or unlocked thing. You know, you have to access it or whatever. But okay, here we go. This one, at the top where the title is, the red, it has circle, circle, line, circle, 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 line, circle, circle, line, circle. So I see 2, 4, 2, or 2, 5, 2, 1. Yes? That's its number, 2521. But it didn't even use numbers in that. There's numbers later down in the images, but not even in the title. Then we have the SCP logo dash number instead of item number. It says logo hashtag colon. There's a black 2, the line, gray 5, the line, black 2, the line, gray 1, circle, circle, dot, dot. Yes. But all of that was again in the circles. It's just like the top. 2, 5, 2, 1. But in circles and black, then gray, black, and gray. It's very goofy. And then instead of object class, little thing, it has a little triangle. It's red. It has a lock. And it shows it's broken or unlocked or something. And it has the letter K. So I'm going to guess that this means it's Keter. And then there's a photo. And under the photo, instead of a description, it just has a little logo of a camera. So as to say, this is a photo. And in it, there's rocky, mountainy looking stuff, very snowy. The background is a hazy white. It looks kind of like it's just a super cloudy sky. And this black, Bigfoot looking guy with strings coming all off of him that's standing there. Very ominous, funky little looking guy. This is much easier to look at than for me to read to you, but it's interesting. Okay. Next. I guess this is containment procedures, because the next logo is a black diamond border with yellow background and then gray bars and a little black lock with a white keyhole on it. So it looks kind of like, containing. Makes sense for this to be the special containment. And then we have a little drawing of our black stringy guy, our 2521, with a block, a blue square with a white letter, lowercase I. So it's like information. So probably 2521 information. Then there's an arrow that goes to a pictogram little file, like a paper with little symbols on it. And that has a circle, a green circle, kind of overlaid on it, so that's fine. And then there's arrows to a pencil and line paper. There's arrows to a paper and then a floppy disk. There's arrows to a person and a talk bubble that includes the little stringy guy. And that's all, each one of those covered with a red X. So it's trying to say, don't write it down. Don't save it online, I guess. Don't talk about it. And then underneath that pictogram thing cannot be given to, it has a pictogram arrow to, pictogram paper with an arrow to. There's little people image with each one of them with a number on it. So 0, 1, 2, 3. And that all has an X. And then it has the pictogram file paper arrow to peoples, and one of them has a 4 on them, and the other one has an 05 on them, and that has a green circle. So it looks like you can put it in the file in images. You can't write or type or whatever, or speak, and you can give that file to the 4s or the 05s, but you can't give it to the other people that work, their class 1, 2, 3 or whatever. And then below, info box has the little blue square, white lowercase I. There you go. So I guess this would be a description. And that makes sense because the next image is looking like our little doodle of our weird stringy man, stringy Bigfoot, and it shows them in comparison to the typical little man doodle, and he's taller than the man by at least a head, so a good deal tall. Then also on the same thing, because it has this little graph showing the little height bars, that's what makes it think it's about height. It also has little lines, little dots and lines pulling off of them to show close up the ends of our guy's strings. So high up the strings, there's multiple little arms, and it looks like they're ribbons. There's slight point to them, and they flick about. It's reminding me of ribbons or tentacles or snake, and unclear what that is. So at the end of each arm, there's lots of stringies. And then it also has below the bottoms of the stringies, it looks like, and it makes it look like they're sticky, because there's a little arm and then looks kind of like a little goo, like they might draw gum on your shoe, how gum gets stuck. It looks like these little things are sticky. Next, there's a big gray box looking like a jail cell. It's got bars and a black lock on it. And on one side, there's our little man figure, and he's got his arm up, and he's got a red exclamation point above his head. And on the other side of the box, we have our stringy guy walking through the gray box wall, exiting the box. Then, finally on this, we have we have the little head of the little a doodle of our stringy Bigfoot man. We have inside what looks like his head, a circle and a little brain. And on one side we have a green thought bubble, on one side we have a red thought bubble. On the green thought bubble that says okay for this big guy to think, I guess, we have exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. We have the info logo over what looks like a file about Stringy Bigfoot Man. And then we have what looks like a person talking about Stringy Bigfoot Man. So he's knows about these things. On the other side, in the red thought bubble with an X that shows no, don't, doesn't, I don't know. We have question mark, question mark, question mark. I guess he doesn't do questions. There's a picture. There's a road sign, exclamation point. There's a pie graph showing percentages. I think this is supposed to say that our dude can read or knows about whatever someone says or writes about him, maybe, but he doesn't understand pictures, so he doesn't know what's happening with pictures that's going on, so you don't get to know about that. All right. Next, we have a little hexagon that in it has a little file, X and check, and a pencil, and then it shows a couple of doodles, A and B collections of doodles. Well, I just started dozing off at the PC, multitasking, so I'd say my brain is drained. I should go. Okay, go sleep, Cage. Sleep well. Good night. We'll wrap up as soon as I finish describing this little doodle. But drop raid suggestions, you or if Fet is listening, because I'll do that. Yep, there's Fet. I summoned. Okay, but here it is. We've got a hexagon, and it shows 6 graphs, a little comic-looking thing. And in it we have, in the little boxes, a little camera in the top corner, what looks like a little radio in the other side corner, a desk with a lamp, a little pictograph, looks like maybe the pictograph image, about our sticky or stringy Bigfoot man. Oh, it might take me a minute. I have to describe so much. I might struggle. But okay. The little pictograph paper, and in the center, what looks like a little person with orange clothes and a big D on their chest. So what we're trying to say is we've got someone monitoring a Class D personnel at a desk. So we've got image 1, Class D personnel at desk. We are on, this is like the addendums, and this is experiment A. Class D personnel A here doing this. Then in picture 2, we have a Bigfoot with the stringy hands. I don't know what I'm saying. This is hard. In picture 2 of experiment A, Class D personnel is looking over at the pictograph info, and then the speaker, there's a little speech bubble that says it has a writing with a pencil photo. So I guess the SCP people are telling Class D person to write what you are looking at or something. And then third photo, Class D person is writing out something at the desk. We see the pencil writing on the desk. But behind them, the black background there's a little slightly grayer outline. It's our weird stringy Bigfoot man behind Class D person, directly behind Class D person. Reading SCP suggests SCP files, that's all pictures. That's just cruel. Yeah. But it's cool. I'm working with it. Okay, no. Box 4 in Experiment A. It looks like Class D person notices that Stringy Bigfoot notices them. Bigfoot guy's arms are out. It looks kind of like we've got one hand grabbing Class D personnel by the arm, and other hand seems to be grabbing the paper. And Class D person has a little sweat perspiration on his head, and then an exclamation point, and our Bigfoot guy has a heart on his face. So he be liking the paper. Bigfoot likes the paper, is excited, likes it, enjoys it. I don't know what's going on. And then box 5, our Bigfoot has his arms crossed, holding the paper tight to his chest, still with a little love bubble in his head, so he's enjoying himself. And Class D personnel, they have their hands together, looking like they're pleading, they're praying, they're begging. They still have the sweat perspiration, and they're looking straight at the Bigfoot guy. They're cowering a little bit in the side of the box. And then finally, box 6, we're in the box. Everything is white. We see lights overhead, and the lamp is off. The background is white, so I don't know why everything was in the dark before. Maybe it's supposed to say that at night this is relevant, as opposed to during the day. But either way, it's white walls in the last box, and our Class D personnel is curled up, sweating, under the table. He's in a fetal position, hiding under the table, it looks like. But that is A. In Experiment B, we have the same first box. Class D personnel is at the table. There's the thing over there. There's a lamp. There's a radio. There's the video. There's desk. Black walls behind him. In picture 2, he's looking at the picto file, and then out of the radio says a little speech bubble that says to talk about it, I guess. So I guess he's being told to verbally say what he's read. Because then the third box, we have Class D with his little mouth open. He doesn't have eyes, but he does have a nose, by the way. It's kind of cute. He's got his mouth open, and there's the picture in his speech bubble of the little Bigfoot man and the little info logo. Right behind him, similar to the last experiment, Bigfoot guy shows up directly behind Class D personnel. He's right there. Finally, or not finally, but you'll get the picture here. What is the result? Bigfoot guy again has heart in his eye, in his face spot, and Class D personnel has realized now that Bigfoot is there, and he has the sweat on his head and the exclamation point. But our Bigfoot guy isn't grabbing a paper. He's grabbing the Class D personnel. He's picked up the Class D personnel, and the personnel seems to be fighting, but he's got him by the stickies and such. And then in the next one, he's back further into the shadows, our Bigfoot guy. He's got Class D personnel strung up. It looks like ropes all around him, tied up. And Class D looks kind of like a mummy. Our Bigfoot has his arms crossed over him, holding the Class D close to his chest. He's still in love. He's still got the heart on his face. Class D personnel is still sweating. And then our final box, it's the white walls again, so maybe daytime. But nobody is there. There's no Class D personnel. So I guess the moral of the story is, write about it, don't say it. Because he will take what is him because he loves it. Which is interesting. As opposed to, like, he's not angry and stealing it away. They specifically put a heart on his little face, which is cute. So I guess I'm about to be stolen by a Bigfoot. I'm not mad. Or it'll just come and steal the stream. I don't know. But isn't that cute? Little image file instead. Well, with that, I will be wrapping up the stream. I'll go ahead and take these off. Woo. I have 3 options for you. A normal VTuber ASMR, a 3D VChat visual ASMR, I have no idea what that means, or a Lego hand cam ASMR. Ooh, I say 2 or 3. I don't know which one. I don't know VR chat visual ASMR exactly means, but Lego hand cam is pretty straightforward and fun. I say let's support Lego hand cam. What? I want to know what the middle one means. I want to see what that is. But at the same time, let's go Lego. Let's go Lego. I like Lego. All right. I will drop in. Let's get this stuff going for the raid. And then I will have to vamoose. Kitty be silly and Celeste silly. Well, Celeste then. Let's go. Okay. This is good. This is good. Alright. Yes, we already have the raids. So we're going Celeste? We are. Oh no. If I knew what the kitty was exactly going on, I might have done that. But let's go see Celeste's Lego. Okay. We will get the Cozy Frog raid message ready. A must, as you know. Oh, yay! Mask is excited. Okay, we start our raid over. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thank you for joining the stream. I will see you on Sunday because I will be done for now. But, yeah. Hopefully I see you again soon. Alright, we raid! We raid! Ah! Okay.